Alright, it's been a little while since I've streamed, so hopefully everything is working correctly. Now playing... I have no idea why it says Hogwarts Legacy. Anyways, we'll fix that next stream. So, yeah, it's been a while. It's probably been... God, 10 months probably since I've had a chance to do any streaming, so... I've been looking forward to this game, its remastering coming out, and so I finally got it today. It released earlier this week, so I am super excited to be revisiting a game from my high school years that I really enjoyed and honestly never actually got to finish. It was Star Ocean 2 for the PlayStation 1. It was a 2-disc RPG. It was a very unique RPG at the time. Prior to that, I'd only played, Final Fantasies, Mario RPG, your standard turn-based RPGs. Actually, I don't think I'd even played Final Fantasy at that point. I think I'd played Dragon Quest, or Dragon Warrior is what we had. So, super excited to see this come back. Curious to see what they changed. This was one of probably my top 5 RPGs of all time. So, I'm really excited to see how the remastered is turned out. So, before we get into that stuff, I'm just going to click around so the video doesn't start on us. Let's talk a little bit about Extra Life. You'll see at the bottom of the screen here is Extra Life. It's a charity that raises money for children's hospitals. We raise money for WVU Children's Medicine, and our team has done very well this year, going to multiple conventions, raising a lot of money. We've had our record year in the 12 years that we've been raising money for the hospital. We have hit over 10,000, and I knew that video was going to start. So it's been a very good year for us. It's definitely the most we've ever raised. I think prior we'd almost hit 10, but we'd never actually managed to hit it before. So it's been a very good year for us. All that money goes straight to the Children's Hospital, so we are super excited about the progress that we've made. So give me a second just to make sure all the streaming stuff is working correctly, except for that silly name being wrong. Cool, it is working. Yeah, sorry about anybody who's coming here expecting Hogwarts Legacy. I do not know what happened there, so we'll get that fixed. Again, been a little while. So, like I said, this is the second game in the Star Ocean series. The first one was on the original, no, it was the Super Nintendo, and it was the first story, and they did remake it for the PlayStation Portable, the PSP. I think they called it the First Encounter at that time. And this is actually going to follow the child of the character from the first one. So it does have story connected to the two. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to play a video first, get my face out of the way, that shows probably a little bit of setting up the setting, and then we'll go into the actual game. God, I would have killed for visuals like this back on the PlayStation 1 for this game. We'll set the tone of this. Do not expect this to be a super sci-fi-ish game. It's very deceiving with this video. Awesome. All right. Let's go into a new game. So, what was interesting about this game back in early, or I guess late 90s, 98, 99, is you actually had the option of picking one of two characters. You could play Claude, which is the son of the character from the first game, or you could play as Rena, who is a completely new character. Oh yeah, we're getting a random spam bot. Cool. It is unrelated to the first game entirely. So what is interesting about it is you're following the same game, but you're getting a different perspective. If you follow Claude's story, you're seeing everything from his eyes, and there are some events that you won't see that is happening with Rena, but there's going to be some events on Rena's side that you won't see if you play as Claude. And also there's a number of recruitable characters. You cannot get them all in a single run, or you couldn't before. And some were unique to each character. I forget, I honestly don't remember who was the specific one for Claude. I know Diaz was the specific one for Rena. I don't remember if it was Precious or Leon, maybe? I don't remember. It's been a little too long. But it was very, very cool that you could select either or. Again, it doesn't affect the course of the game, but you get some interesting side stories and stuff. And actually, times when the party splits, you'll be following each other. So, in the end, this is more of a which story do you want to follow? You can play the game twice to get the full story, but for the stream, I'm going to play as Claude, but I'll probably be running a game of my own with Rena because her story is really cool and Diaz is awesome. So, here we go. So, the son of Ronix J. Kinney, the hero of the Terran Alliance, Earthling. Unsure of what he wants to do in life, he has been going along with his surroundings. He is a 19-year-old student at an officer's school with a lot on his mind. He's learned hand-to-hand combat at school, however. So this is the son of the character in the first one. Ronix is the character in the first game. So we're going to go with him. What's really exciting, I saw this in the demo, that you can actually obviously switch between languages. But you can also... Ooh, they actually have... Neat. So they actually have the different voices from the... This is the one we're playing currently, and this was probably the PSP, the second encounter. So that's cool. I'm going to go with English just because that's easier for me. I'm just going to go with a nice casual game. This is the standard mode. You can also change which music. So the music you're hearing, I'll shut up for a moment, is orchestrated and sounds very, very nice. This is the new version. Or if you want the classic feel, you can get the kind of MIDI sequence. So it's really, really cool. So I'm going to go with the new one. I want the whole new experience and everything. And yeah. Event art, I'm guessing this is where it pops up the characters as they're talking and whatnot. So cool. We are going to go ahead and get started. Oh, I'm so glad it has autosave. Cool, I guess we got some things for buying it on day 1 or 2.
Space. The realm of infinite possibility. It has long inspired the dreams of billions. These dreams, countless in number, spread infinitely throughout the universe, though some of these dreams are nightmares. A race of sentient beings from planet Lazonia, discovered in Sector Gamma, declared war on the Terran Alliance, igniting the flames of ferocious warfare across the galaxy. SD-342. The battleship Calnus received a commendation for excellence in command for its victory in the battle against Lazonia. SD-346. The captain of the Calnus and his second-in-command successfully contained a mysterious virus outbreak on the underdeveloped frontier planet Roke.
It's a story
They
from
also
one.
were able to prevent the tyrannical G.A. Revorce's diabolical plan to conquer Earth. Thanks to his achievements, my father was promoted to admiral at the unprecedented young age of 38. I respected him more than anybody else in my life. I know that being a Federation officer is among the greatest accomplishments anyone can hope to achieve in this universe. But I am my own man. I'm no puppet. I'm not just the son of Admiral Ronix J. Kinney, hero of the Pan-Galactic Federation. So what am I doing here, of all places?
How's it look? Any change from the pre-landing scans?
No, sir. None of the wavelengths are showing any response. The field resembles a magnetic energy field somewhat, but its exact nature is still uncertain at the moment.
So it's possible that it's absorbing all the waves from the sensors. All right, let's try running a spectral analysis on the magnetic waves the field is emitting. Claude, you're a ranking officer now. Use this to protect everyone if something happens. What's wrong? Nervous?
No, not exactly, sir.
Don't tell me you're already quaking in your boots, Claude. It's not the kind of behavior I expect from an ensign. You can use this phase gun in battle by pressing the special arts button. Don't be afraid to pull the trigger, it might just save your life.
No good, Admiral. There's no match with anything in our databases.
Is that right? All right, let's get a closer look at it then. What can this possibly be? Just why would anyone build something like this here?
We'll need to find a way into the dome first.
You're right. All crew, spread out and investigate the area. Stay alert, people. Safety is of the utmost priority.
So your basic stuff here. I do like this upgraded map from what little I've seen of it so far in the demo. So I really like the choice that they went with to have the nice looking background and surroundings and going with kind of the pixel art, character art. It looks really nice.
Dad? Admiral?
What is it, Claude? Did you find something?
I think this is some type of control device. Maybe it'll open up an entrance into the dome.
Good job, Claude. Just as I expected. How does it look? Think you can figure it out?
Just give me a little more time and I should be able to.
It's been so long I don't even remember if they had something similar to this in the original or if this is all added. I remember the scene that's about to happen. It looked different, but I remember that scene in the original.
Got it. It's opened.
Don't remember if they had this whole sequence or not. It's been way too long.
How's it look in there?
I don't see any sensors or security measures at the entrance. Beyond that, I can't say anything until we actually go inside.
All right, let's proceed inward and begin with the investigation. Look alive, everyone.
A special art button are going to be the upper trigger buttons, or the R and L buttons. It's not the triggers.
Don't be careless, Claude. Wait till we figure out what that thing is before you go near it.
Don't worry, it's nothing special. I'll be fine.
Stop! Don't go any closer. We still don't know what that device is capable of.
Get back here! Stay away from that thing, Claude. Claude!
How are we supposed to accomplish anything if you're going to be that scared? Look, there's no danger at all.
Coordinates 214-368-97781. Opening gate.
What? What? No! Ah!
He's gone. Claude! Admiral, please don't. No, it's all my fault.
What happened? Oh, that's right. I was on Milokinia. And then that light swallowed me up.
God, this horse looks beautiful like this.
Where the hell am I? Dad! Where is everyone? Hey, I still have my communicator. It's no good. I can't get a signal. So where am I? Where did I get sent to? Well, I can't just sit around here and do nothing. I need to figure out where I am right away. From the looks of it, this place might be some underdeveloped planet. Where could I possibly be? Rats? There's someone there! Whoa! Look out! Behind you!
Huh?
I gotta help her. This is bad.
So yeah, so again, as I was kind of mentioning earlier, Star Ocean had a battle system that wasn't necessarily completely unique, but it was unique in terms of what I think we were seeing here in North America. The Japanese market had like the Tell series and some other series that had this action-y RPG system, but this was like my first exposure to this type of combat, and I absolutely love it. I don't really have a weapon, so I'm just kind of dependent upon what my phase gun can do
That was
right now.
easier than I thought. Whoa! Whew. Good thing I made it in time. Ah, I shouldn't have used my phase gun. Great. How could I have been so careless? That probably violated the Underdeveloped Planet Preservation Pact.
So that's something that you hear a lot in the first game. Basically, it's you can't introduce new technology to a underdeveloped planet, which, you know, the name kind of helps it make sense.
But I had to do it. If I didn't pull the trigger, I couldn't have saved that girl. You all right? Oh, that was a close one. By the way, if you don't mind me asking... Hey, wait! She ran away from me.
So yeah, so having the nice mini-map. I don't remember if we had a mini-map in the original or not. It's probably, but I don't think it had as much information as this one has. So, nice telling you a rarity of the chests. Full is money in this system, or in this game. I don't know if we can get to the menu yet. We cannot. Yeah, this looks amazing. I'm not even sure if the stream will like help you understand just how awesome this looks. Oh yeah, you can't even see the mini-map because of my head.
Oh, good. I was hoping you'd wait for me.
I'm sorry I ran away like that.
Oh, no, that's okay.
It's just that everything happened so quickly. I was really shocked.
Scary, huh?
Yes, a little. Still, I'm really sorry about all this. You saved me, but I just ran off like that.
Nah, don't worry about it. Besides, you did stop to wait, didn't you?
Oh, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Reyna. Reyna Lanford.
Oh, and, I'm Claude. Claude C. Kinney. Hi.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Kenny. So, Mr. Kenny, was there something you wanted to ask me earlier?
Oh, right. It's nothing that important, really, but... where am I?
Are you a traveler?
Something like that, yeah.
Where are you from?
Can't really say, can ya?
From Earth?
Earth? Where is that?
I figure she wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
Well, how can I put it? It's really far away from here. Really, really far away. Probably.
A faraway place? I have never even been off this continent. That's really amazing. Is Earth farther away than L?
I suppose, yeah.
It must have been quite a long and difficult journey.
Oh, the remastered soundtrack is beautiful.
Mr. Kenny, once we cross this bridge, we'll be in Arlia.
Arlia, is that where you live? But, are you sure it's alright if I just barge in?
Of course it is. Besides, I need to repay you somehow.
No, please, don't worry about it. I didn't do anything that special.
You don't have to be so modest. It won't be much, just the least I can offer you, so please.
Cool. Already got a trophy. Cool. Alright. Let's see. Can we go in the menu? We can. Cool. So this is the thing I'm curious about. Alright, so I am a little disappointed by their choice to do this, but I know why they did it. So in the original game, your skills were broken down into a long list of things like cooking, singing, oracle, things like that. Like very vague things that had some kind of impact on your stats, your way in combat, gave you some special abilities and whatnot. I understand why they probably did it this way, because it's more modern. But I love that old skill system. Maybe, this is probably creation, so maybe this will have cooking and stuff like that in it, but it used to just be a long list that each skill impacted some stat in some way. So hopefully when whatever is in that slot becomes available, it ends up being what I'm hoping it is. But let's see. Really not much to look at here, really. Let's see. Cool. Toggle portraits. Oh, they do have the anime style. Oh, so see, this is the style that we had back on the PlayStation 1. I'll stick with the modern, even though I still like the PlayStation version. Cool, so switching pages allows you to see this. Oh, they do have the stuff in here. So these are like different talents and stuff. Originality is for writing, taste is for cooking, nimble fingers is for pickpocketing, design sense is for clothes, rhythm is for doing music, composition. Maybe composition is writing. I might be wrong. Acoustic sense, love of animals, and wild instinct. So, yeah. Cool. I didn't actually know if they had that, so they actually seem to have incorporated it in a different way, so that's fine. Cool. And then just kind of your information. Special arts that we don't really have any of yet, but as we level up, we'll get more special skills. If this plays out like the original did, the phase gun will actually run out of batteries and you won't be able to use it. We'll see. And equipment's equipment. Let's see, did we get that for special accessory? Cool, so just extra 10% for, I guess, buying the game early. So yep, cool. I'll probably have to play around with the shortcuts off stream just to figure out how those work exactly.
Here we are. Welcome to Arlia.
I haven't breathed air this clean in a long time.
What do you mean by clean air? Is there such a thing as dirty air?
Yeah, it's sure dirty where I come from anyway.
Really? I don't think I would like that.
I don't think so either. This feels 1,000 times better.
Well, there's plenty of clean air here, so breathe as much as you please. I need to run back home for a little bit, Mr. Kenny. Would you mind maybe taking a walk around the village for a little while?
Sure, no problem.
I'll be right back.
It's probably not a good idea to get too involved with the locals. I better try to find a way back. Maybe the villagers will have something helpful to tell me.
So yeah, we'll see these later, but there are these private events that will come up depending on your characters and where you are and stuff. That you'll have those neat little conversations, sort of like you just had with Rena. So this will play into the story here pretty soon, I think. Chest or anything up here? Yeah. Magic canvas. That's for making art. Cool. Oh, let's see. Can I change where this mini map is? That would be kind of helpful. Does not look like it. Oh, sorry you're unable to see the map, and that, well, actually you can kind of see it. Let me talk to her. Berries and blackberries. Those are your two main healing items until you can start like crafting other stuff. One does MP and one does HP. Money. Why do people just leave their money lying around? Yes. Yeah, let's go ahead and let it do auto for now. At some point you'll want to manually select which equipment you have, but for right now, early in the game, you're not going to have a whole lot of options. Machines. Sword of Light. Keep that in mind.
So where is he right now?
Well, I told him to look around town for a bit.
Wait a minute, Reyna.
Excuse me.
Ah, is something wrong, Mr. Kenny?
No, I was just walking around the village and I wound up here.
Oh, I see. I didn't expect you to be here.
Is this a bad time?
Oh, no, not at all. Mom, this is Mr. Kenny. He's the one who saved me earlier.
Oh my. So he's the one you told me about? Well, hello there, Mr. Kenny. I'm Reyna's mother. Just call me Westa. Reyna said that you saved her from a dangerous situation earlier.
Oh, it wasn't anything special at all.
But of course it is. It would have been a disaster if you hadn't shown up when you did. I told this girl time and again to stay away from the sacred forest, but she never listens to me.
Oh, Mom.
Reyna, you should just be glad that you're okay.
Anyways, Mr. Kenny, I'm sorry I kept you waiting. I'm done here, so how about I show you around the village?
Ah, yes, please. Thank you.
All right, see you later, Mom.
Okay, I got it. Have fun, you two.
It was nice meeting you, ma'am.
So far, the voice acting is really good too, actually.
I'm sorry about my mother. She can be annoying sometimes.
It doesn't bother me. My parents are kind of the same way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you wouldn't believe. You'd be amazed.
Well, shall we get going?
So basically, all the houses I just went into, I have to go around again. wonder if the dialogue will be different with her. Yeah. Well, he's got much different type of medicine where he's from. Okay, I think we've probably talked everything. No, something else. Oh, back home.
Mom, I'm back!
Hello. Raina, I wasn't expecting you two to be back so early. Just in time, though. I was just finishing up everything.
Finishing up? What?
It's a
Mom,
good spread.
What's all this food here for?
Doesn't it look delicious? I put all of my best recipes out on the table for you.
That's not what I mean.
What? Did I do something wrong? I just thought I'd thank Mr. Kenny with a nice meal.
I understand that, but isn't this a little much?
Is it? He's pretty young, so I figured he'd have a big appetite. You are hungry, aren't you, Mr. Kenny?
Actually, I am, yeah.
See, a real man could put all this away, no problem. So eat as much as you like, all right?
Thanks.
Oh, Mom.
Oh, thank you so much for the meal, but I just can't eat anymore.
Are you okay? You didn't have to force it all down, you know.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I've got a cast iron stomach.
I'm sorry my mother made so much.
It was all delicious, though. My mother would never be able to do something like that.
Thanks for the compliment. I'm glad you're happy. I'm gonna go downstairs and help my mother clean up. Feel free to rest up here for a bit, alright?
Sure, that sounds good. Man, I'm full. Mom, I wonder how she's doing. I hope she isn't too worried about me. I've got to find a way to get home. Reina's taking a while.
I seriously cannot express how good this looks and, like, how well they've been faithful to the original.
Ah, hello, ma'am.
How was the meal, Mr. Kenny? I didn't make too much, did I?
Oh, not at all. All of it was wonderful. Thanks for making it.
Really? Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. You're welcome. So you really liked it?
I really did.
Are you 100% sure?
I'm 100% sure about it.
Well, thank goodness. I wouldn't know what to do if it wasn't good enough for the hero.
Did you just say hero?
Oh,
Mom, I'm back!
Reina, oh, no.
What's wrong, Mom? Why are you panicking like that?
No, it's just that I've...
Calm down, Mom. Tell me what's wrong.
I said it.
Said what?
I said the H word.
What? You told him that? So what did he say?
I don't think he understood what I meant.
Look, what's going on here?
Please be calm, everyone. It's all right. He doesn't understand what this is all about either.
Oh, Mr. Kenny.
This must be Claude C. Kenny then, yes? Allow me to say, I'm honored to make your acquaintance. My name is Regis, and I humbly serve this village as its mayor.
Good to meet you, sir.
Allow me to thank you profusely for saving our dear Reina's life in the sacred forest.
Oh, not at all, sir.
Speaking of which, Reina has told me that you are, at present, in the midst of a journey.
Oh, well, it's hardly worth calling a journey, really.
So tell me, where is your destination? The Kingdom of Cross? Or perhaps the continent of Lacour?
Well,
A curious traveler indeed. Not only do you not know where you are, but where you are going is also yet unknown.
What are you trying to say, sir?
Mr. Kenny, if you will forgive my rudeness for a moment, I do believe everything you have told us has been a lie. You are far from an ordinary traveler.
If I'm not a traveler, then what am I?
A visitor from another world. A hero of legend, hidden under the guise of a traveler. In fact, even you will agree that you are the hero of light who has come to fulfill his duty as our savior. Am I wrong?
What? Listen, what would possibly make you think that
If it's proof you need, then let me share with you a glimpse of our world. It has been told in our history that when the people of Expel are suffering under the threat of impending doom, a hero will appear in garbs of foreign make, and with his sword of light, he will save us all. Your clothes are nothing like what we have, and you carry the sword of light. What more proof do we need?
What are you... I don't have any sword of light.
Of course you do. You used a blinding light to save me earlier.
That?
Maybe he really isn't the one.
He's got to be.
I think I know why you're all confused. This weapon of mine, it's not a sword of light, although I'll admit that it's something like one, but still, carrying this around doesn't make me any kind of special hero. There's gotta be some kind of mistake.
How can you say that?
Well, I mean, I'm not a hero. I don't have any kind of power like that. I don't even have any idea what's going on here. How can you expect me to save anyone at all?
You truly have no idea? You really don't know anything about the sorcery globe or the cataclysms?
We're not talking about something that happens in the village here. We're talking about the cataclysms that have affected the entire world. It seems that you do not really know what we are talking about. Please allow me to explain. It all began 3 months ago. On another continent, northwest of this village, there is a kingdom by the name of El. One fateful day, a meteor crashed upon Aluria, a town located within El's territory. At first, people saw it as merely a rare and remarkable celestial event. But before long, a cataclysm took place. Great hordes of monsters suddenly appeared in the once peaceful nation, and the havoc they spread devastated the kingdom of El. There has never been anything like this before in our world. Not until the arrival of that meteor. It only stands to reason that the two events are related to each other. The meteor came to be called the Sorcery Globe, a stone of pure demonic evil. No matter how you look at it, that stone must be the reason for the disasters that have befallen the world. And now, just as the sorcery globe fell upon our heads one day, so you have also appeared out of thin air. If that stone is the source of the chaos, then we believe that only you can cut through the chaos and save us.
But I'm just a...
The cataclysms are still ongoing as we speak. Strings of earthquakes like nothing recorded before. Docile animals turning into fearsome monsters. It will not be long before disaster befalls this humble village too.
But I'm not anyone special like your story said. How am I supposed to deal with some kind of magic meteorite?
If you are not, then where did you come from? And where are you going?
I don't know how to explain it, and even if I did, you wouldn't understand it. The only thing I can tell you is that I'm here because of an accident, and not because I wanted to be here. I just want to go back to where I came from. That's all.
You must have your reasons, but you must let us know more before we can make sense of this.
I know, but that's all I can tell you.
Very well. If you insist on it, then I am sure there is at least some truth to it. We will have to accept that you are not the hero of light after all.
How can this be?
I'm sorry. This is probably not what you all wanted to hear.
Not at all. It is our own fault forcing you to be someone you are not in the first place.
I'm sorry about this.
You should probably leave her be for now. She believed with all her heart that you were the hero we needed. I'm sure she will be over it soon enough.
Reyna.
There is one thing I would like to ask of you, Mr. Kenny. Please, if you can, try to avoid acting in a way that would confuse others. I am, of course, referring to the Sword of Light, but if you could, I ask you to be prudent with your behavior in general as well. As I explained to you, things have been unsettled ever since the Sorcery Globe landed. People are anxious and uncomfortable. To have someone who matches the description of our legends suddenly appear in these circumstances, well, hopefully you can understand why people like Reyna were holding out so much hope for you. So I do ask you to be mindful not to instill that hope into people. Please, that would be easier for everyone.
Yes, Mayor. I'll try my best.
Well then, on that note, Mr. Kenny, what's your next order of business?
I wish I knew. I thought maybe I would try to find something that'll get me back home, but...
In that case, why don't you stay here in our village for a while? You can stay in my house for as long as you like. Perhaps you'll be able to find out something useful while you're here.
Oh, I couldn't impose like that.
Not at all. If anyone was imposing around here, it was certainly us. I insist.
Well, in that case, I will accept your offer then.
So depending on if you play Claude or Reyna, you get that scene's a little different because you would run out the door with Reyna if you played her, and you'd see what she's doing.
Yes, very. Thank you.
The mayor will see you downstairs.
Good morning, Mayor.
Ah, you're finally up.
Yes, I needed a good night's sleep.
Superb, superb. By the way, Mr. Kenny, if you can't find what you're looking for here in Arlia, you might want to try visiting the town of Salva to the north. Salva's a mining town where you can find people from all across the continent. Perhaps it will prove to be worthwhile to have a look over there.
All right. Thanks for the tip.
There will be someone we'll meet that will join our party if I choose to add her. She's one of my favorite characters, so we'll be adding her.
Don't worry about it. Oh, and one more thing. Your Sword of Light will probably attract too much attention. So please, make use of this sword instead. Finally, if you're ever tired, you can use the upstairs bed anytime you like, day or night.
Great. Thank you very much.
I wish you the best of luck.
Let's see if we have enough full to pay for armor or anything else. So some sandals. Might as well. And these are all useful things for crafting. And just grab those anyways. Not gonna worry about those others. Don't have anything to sell.
Hey, mister.
Huh?
If you're gonna leave the village, you better stay close to the road, okay? The forest is really dangerous.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
remember if I need to talk to Reyna again or not. Doesn't look like I do. Okay, she's not in. Let's go check this forest. She's probably in the direction where it's telling me to go, but I want to just make sure she's not back here. Oh, this is a lot further than I thought it was. I love how the grass even like pushes down and stuff. I mean, it's not overly graphical, but it's still pretty nice. Nice little touches.
Here they come.
Okay, trigger to switch targets. I can't remember the name of this track. Stabbing the Sword of Justice, I think it is. One of my favorite songs from the game.
That's one for us.
Yeah, I do not believe she's over here. Yep. So we'll just go back where we were supposed to go. Oh yeah, I wonder, can we switch between the music styles? We can, we'll switch to the other just while we're walking through town again. Shoot. So this was the original arrangement. Which, even this sounds amazing. Yeah, they've done a very, very good job recreating this this world. All right, let's. I said I was gonna play it mostly with the new stuff, so just wanted to kind of give it a sampling of what it sounded like. Wow, that is a nice world map.
Be careful.
Shoot.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, so the way combat works, we'll see this more as we get special arts and stuff. You'll see that above the enemies that it says long or short, that's telling you your range from them, and each of your special attacks, each of the buttons are good for like short attacks and long range attacks. So as you're customizing your arts loadout, you'll have attacks that will be specific for long attacks and close attacks. So that's how you can customize your character, so you're not going through menus and stuff like that during the middle of combat. I think the only time you do that is for like using items and stuff, but they have quick things on the D-pad that you can use for that in this one.
Whoa!
Which it'll probably take me a while to get used to that. Oh cool, we got air slash. So we're gonna go ahead and equip that special art, because they do not want us using the other one right now. So we're gonna use that. And actually, we could increase our combat skills. I'm not going to do that on right now, so this will be something I'll look at. I want to kind of just build up my points for a little while. But yeah, we can even increase the attack, the strength of the attacks and whatnot.
Here they come. Air slash.
So yeah, so whenever there's little shields above the enemy's health. Whenever you knock out, deal enough damage to break through their defenses, they become stunned, as you're seeing right now. Though you didn't have enough health to really see how that was going to play out.
Here they come.
If I remember, you couldn't even avoid. Enemies because they were all hidden, so you just ran into random encounters. So it's really nice that you can actually see them. That's one of those nice quality of life things that they've added.
Whoa.
We got a necklace. Increase avoidance. So
be careful. Air slash. That was easier than I thought.
oh, and you'll see at the end of battle over the characters, you'll see two numbers pop up. That's them gradually healing their HP and MP. In the other game, in the original, you were able to increase stats that would increase how much you heal at the end of battles. I assume that's going to be something we'll see in this one as well. Just trying to run around, see if there's any hidden treasure chest anywhere. Nope. Oh, there we go. That's an easier map to look at.
Here they come.
See if we'll get different enemies. Yeah. Not terribly strong.
That was easier than I thought.
Now, it looks very easy right now, but the game will ramp up, as most games do. And if you really kind of link enemies, you can. Sweet. I don't know if this was a thing in the original, because you couldn't see the enemies, so this is new. This is something that they added into later Star Oceans. Yeah, Star Ocean 3 added it, if I recall correctly, for the PlayStation 2. So basically 2 encounters will come back to back and you'll get bonuses for managing to survive through multiple.
Whoa.
So yeah, I'll definitely be encouraging multiple encounters to link together. Let's just go ahead and go in. So jams are something that you'll be able to make once you have the crafting skill cooking, or whatever they're going to call it in here. I assume it's cooking. And essentially you can take berries and other ingredients to combine them together to make more a stronger healing item. So I forget what blueberries are. They're like 5-8%, something like that. And you'll notice in the description recovers 10 HP or 10% HP, 11 and 12. So yeah, being able to get multiple berries together is good, because I don't believe, I haven't used an item yet in this one. In the original, you had like a timer before you can use items again. So there was like a cooldown essentially. I do not want to stay yet. Now, it is one of the thing that I was talking about private events earlier. If you play this game, I do encourage you to, as you get a different composition of characters, stay in the ends, because they might have private events that occur overnight with the characters interacting. Like, someone will go outside and your character will go out and they'll have a conversation and whatnot, and that's how you build up your friendship levels. Family that makes... That might be Leon's family, I can't remember. Yeah, I've never actually beaten this game, because there's going to be a point in the game where you open up to an arena where you can just kind of fight for items and stuff, and I always lose about 20 hours of the game there. Really? Oh, that's interesting. So he actually changes if I just stand in front of him? Interesting. Huh. That's a neat little thing. I wonder if anybody else does that. I want to go find somebody else who's walking around and see. I guess not. That was a really neat little, just random thing. Huh. And 50,000 full. Oh yeah, so I guess the berries are also 10%. Can't remember what the jams then are. Maybe they're just cheaper. Or no, actually, I think there's a trait that will increase the effectiveness of like foods and how much they heal. That might be what I'm confusing. Cool. So what's neat is you can see how many you have owned in the last little column there. So it's kind of nice, so then you don't have to buy it like multiple, something you already have. And it tells you if it's used in different item creation things. So we don't have any item creation skills yet. So we're not going to do anything with that. Get some weapons. So we have a long sword. And none of these are... I can use the greaves. That would be an increase. Trigger. So yeah, so we'll definitely do some greaves. Yeah, so these other items are for other characters, like Twin Fury. That'll be for a very cool... Man, actually, Celine and Aston might be my two favorite characters when they appear. And he uses these swords. He's pretty awesome. Yeah, so yeah, we'll see, we'll see who, we won't need any of that stuff for a little bit, though. to her. The 7 dwarves. Interesting. So yeah, that's giving you a hint of the different talents and how they may interact with the item creation skills. So yeah, you're still trying to go around and try to get information about how to get off of the planet in a spaceship or by whatever means you can. Nobody knows what you're talking about. Fried egg. And I'm not sure if this game has it or not, or if it was something added later. Characters will have like favorite foods as well that will give them additional perks.
Well, shoot. This planet's even more backwards than I expected. I can't find any leads anywhere. Nothing's popping up on my communicator either. Oh well. Guess I'll go back to Arlia and figure out what to do next.
So really, at this point in the game, you are running back and forth between a couple small locations. Early game, you're building up the story and all that, of course. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, we did not have fast travel back in the early 2000s with this game. I'm absolutely going to use this. Neat.
What's everyone out here for?
Ah, Mr. Kenny, Rain is in trouble.
Reyna? What happened to her?
Mr. Kenny, do you know about the son of the mayor from the next town over?
Remember, this is the guy who has a stone that he found in the mine.
Yes, a little.
Then I'll cut right to the chase. Alan has taken Reyna away by force.
Taken her away? Where?
I'm afraid to say this, but I believe he took her back to his mansion. He's one of Reyna's most overzealous suitors. I never thought he'd be the sort of man who would take things this far, however.
Well, what are you standing here for? We've got to help her.
I'm afraid things aren't that simple. Alan's the son of the mayor. He's one of the most powerful people in his hometown.
We could face retaliation in one form or another. Not that I accuse the mayor of being such a base individual, of course. I'm merely saying that the possibility of such a thing is much greater than zero.
Alan also has a gang of thugs to serve as his personal guard. I imagine he threw his money at all the local ruffians he could find. His gang all look tremendously tough. If we tried to confront them head on, we would have no chance against them.
But still!
Something like this has never happened before. I'm at a loss as to what we could possibly do.
Oh, Reyna. My Reyna.
Then I'll go save her. Since I'm not from this village, my actions shouldn't have any effect on the rest of you. I'm just a random nobody who decided that Reyna could use some of my help.
But Mr. Kenny, it would be too dangerous to try and take them on by yourself.
I can and I will. I have my Sword of Light, remember? Just wait for me, all right? Don't worry.
Mr. Kenny!
Please save her. I need Reyna back.
I know. I promise I'll get her back to you.
Wow, being able to fast travel, that's... It seems crazy that we didn't have it back then, but it is a huge deal being able to just quickly travel between towns. Downfall is I will not get nearly as much experience not going through and battling in between the two towns, but that's okay.
Damn it, it's locked. Guess I'm blasting my way through. Sweet.
Yeah, this is twice now. He knew he shouldn't have done that.
Huh? Crap, my phase gun's almost out of energy. I'll need to lay off it for a while, but there's no turning back now.
Whoa! What was that?
The Sword of Light.
And now it's done.
What's that? This is Reyna's hairpin. What's it doing in here? If Reyna's hairpin was dropped in here, that could only mean one thing. I knew it. Are you okay? Who did this to you?
Who are you? Hurry! He kidnapped Reyna!
I'm Reyna's friend. Is she down this way?
Oh, this might be the Carpenter's father. Or the Carpenter.
Reyna's been taken away, deep inside the Salva mines. Alan paid me to build this bizarre altar for him. I think he's set on taking her there. I tried to stop him, but he overpowered me.
So he's inside there?
Right. Be careful. Something's not right with Alan.
All right. Wait here, okay? I'll come back for you once I find Reyna.
Sorry that I can't help.
God, this music, I love it so much.
We can win this! I hope.
think this might be new. This is, I don't think this was in 2. This was definitely in 3.
That was easier than I thought.
This is the normal exit.
Be careful.
You'll notice I'm always trying to run up behind them in the world map. And get behind them so I can get those back attacks. This one is not going to happen.
Not too shabby. Seriously hope that they remake the first game as well, so you can actually get the story of Ronix, his father, on the planet of Roke. It's a really good story. I'm so happy that they did release it on the PSP in a remake, remaster. Yeah, it was it actually had a lot of work on that one. Shoot. Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Oh, and as I was saying earlier, it looks like the game's running really easy because I'm just on the standard mode, but you can play on Galaxy or whatever the name of it is. That's the harder mode. Like when I'm playing with Reyna, her story, I'll probably play it on the higher level.
Not too shabby. Whoa!
Yeah, he's gonna get back attack on me. Yep. Yep.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
This is by no means a short game either. This is, I mean, if this plays like the other, it's easily a good 70 to 100 plus hours.
Here they come.
Because this was
that's worth 10 out of 10.
a 2-disc game. Now, Final Fantasy and stuff like that had 3 and 4 disc, but it also had higher graphics, had a lot of videos in it and everything else, where this, they didn't really have a whole lot of videos, and it really, you know, almost had Super Nintendo graphics. Obviously, a little more power was needed to run it, but yeah, it was a lot more primitive, so they were able to load so much more into the game.
Be careful. How about this? Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
don't really remember if I get an opportunity to re-explore these mines. I'm kind of trying to run around them now. Well, that's cool. I'll have to keep my eyes open for that. Beware dragons. Oh. This will be relevant later.
We can win this. I hope.
Got you! Air slash!
Not too shabby.
Oh, cool. So that's how the bonus gauge is going to work in this game. That's cool. Yeah, I thought you were going to turn around.
Here they come.
Air slash!
That's one for us. We can win this. I hope.
How about this?
That was easier than I thought.
Yes. Definitely increase in avoidance.
Be careful.
Got you!
Shoot.
Air slash! How about this?
Not too
Oh,
shabby.
that really did knock me all the way down. That sucks.
We can win this. I hope.
Air slash! Air slash!
That's one for us.
Alright, let's do a quick save.
Reyna!
That's close enough.
So you're out. Let Reyna go. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
If you'll excuse me, sir, we are in the middle of a holy ceremony. In just a moment, we will be together as one. I would appreciate it if you would show some respect. Now then, my Reyna.
No! Mr. Kenny, help me!
Stop it! This isn't anything holy. You can't force someone into marriage like this.
Force? I think you're a tad mistaken here. We are in love with each other. Love with each other.
Alan?
Love with...
Oh no!
Mr. Kenny!
Damn it! Look out!
I'm not gonna lose!
Look out! Here they come!
Now we have 2 party members. So you can't switch between them. I'll be honest, I'm probably going to stay as Claude. I do switch at times between the others, but for right now, I think it just makes a lot of sense to do it this way. Because they'll all fight on their own. You can actually kind of program the way that they're going to fight, or at least you could in the other. Yeah.
Sorry. Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
I love that they kept some of the phrases that they use at the end of combat as well, because those were some of the old ones that he would use as well. So I like that they didn't just like change a lot of stuff.
Whoa! Ooh, great!
Reina, are you all right?
Yeah.
What happened to this guy, Reina?
I don't know. Ever since he came to Arlia, it's like he was possessed by something.
But people don't just turn into this kind of monster. What's going on here?
Alan, you were such a good person, too.
Reina.
Why did this have to happen? Alan!
He's still breathing.
Where am I? Huh? Reina, why are you here?
Alan! You're back!
What do you mean? Oh, my head's spinning. I feel like I've been stuck in a dream for days.
I guess that stone was what caused all this trouble. Once it's gone, that was enough to turn him back to normal.
I'm so happy for you.
Let's go back to the mansion. We can figure everything out over there.
I did all of that?
Yes, you did, I'm afraid. It was a terrible experience.
Wow. I can't remember a thing. You're telling me I had Bosman build that altar for me?
Yep, it was about 2 weeks ago that you sent me the order. And now that I think about it, that was around the time I started to notice you acting strangely. Like you were in your own little world or something.
It must have been that stone. Whatever power that stone's emitting was enough to mentally transform you.
I think you're right about that. The first time I saw that stone, it was like something swelled up inside my head. I felt like I could literally do no wrong. That I was right, and everyone else was to do my bidding. I don't remember much after that, but I don't think I'll ever be able to forget what it felt like at that single moment.
Alan.
Reina, I'm sorry. I know I was unconscious during that time, but I feel terrible for doing those things to you.
Don't feel bad, Alan. Besides, you're back to normal, and I know the real Alan would never do anything like that.
Thank you.
We better hurry back to Arlia. Your mom's worried about you, Reina.
Yeah.
I need to go explain what happened to everyone in Salva. Hopefully they'll be understanding.
Reina!
Well, looks like we owe you our thanks once again. You saved Reina's life not once, but twice now.
Oh, no. I hardly did anything worth thanking me for.
So is that what started this whole little episode? That little stone he found in the Salva mines?
That's the only explanation I can think of. When the stone shattered, Alan snapped back to normal.
First you go mad, then you transform into a monster. That stone almost reminds me of the sorcery globe.
Yes, it does seem to be that way. Perhaps the two are related somehow.
The sorcery globe.
That's just something that popped into my mind anyway.
It sounds like the town of Salva is in an uproar right now. As if Alan didn't cause enough chaos, rumors about the hero have made it over there as well.
Oops.
I'm sorry. I know you had warned me about that.
Do not take that as a criticism. It was unavoidable with your mind focused upon saving Reyna's life. Still, the story has spread too far now. Hiding it any longer will prove to be very impractical.
I see.
Would you mind investigating the sorcery globe for us, Mr. Kenny? I know this is an awfully selfish request, but frankly, I cannot think of anyone more fitting for the task. I as well believe Alan's fit of madness has something to do with the sorcery globe. If you could save him, then perhaps you could do yet more for us.
Mr. Kenny?
The sorcery globe. As of now, the sorcery globe seems to be the only thing on this planet that has any connection to outer space. I don't have anything else that's even close to a lead right now. Knowing what I know now, it's hard to think of the sorcery globe as just a normal meteorite. Finding more about it could prove to be more valuable than I thought. All right, I'll do it.
You will?
But first, let me just remind you that I'm not the hero. Saving the world is just way beyond me, I'm afraid. But I think the sorcery globe might provide some useful information for my own personal reasons. If I can help everyone else in the process, then I figure it'd be worthwhile, you know?
Thank you very much, Mr. Kenny. We will help you out as best we can.
Thank you, but I'm not making any promises.
Could you take me with you, Mr. Kenny?
Reyna!
You heard what the mayor just said. I want to help out as best I can.
But Reyna, it's going to be dangerous.
I fully understand that, but I just know I will be of some help to you along the way. You don't know very much about this land, do you, Mr. Kenny? So you're going to need some kind of guide in your travels. I could at least provide you with that, right?
I suppose so, yes, but... Come on, Mayor, help me out here.
That's right, Mr. Kenny. Why don't you take her along if that's what she wants?
Mayor.
I'm sure she'll be a tremendous asset on the road. Please, think it over some.
Okay, I got it. But get your mom's permission first, Reyna. I'm not gonna let you come with me unless she gives the green light.
Yeah, I know.
In that case, you should probably head for Cross first. That's a pretty large town, so I'm sure you'll find some leads there. Take care on your way home, Reyna. It's starting to get chilly, so don't catch cold now.
Oh, I'll be all right. My house is right over there, you know. I'm not being a burden on you, am I? I know I kind of forced you into this.
No, of course not.
Listen,
Yes?
Oh, Reyna, are you still here? I thought you'd be back home by now.
Have a good night.
What's the matter with her? Oh, well, I can't have myself catch a cold out here. Back inside for me. And for you, too.
Yes, sir.
have to definitely say that the voices of the characters really do a good job fitting their, you know, their character. Him being a little lighter, more immature sounding in some ways is really nice. Her being a little more naive and like light is really, really nice as well.
Would you join me for a little chat before bed?
Sure.
You know, when that girl volunteered to go with you, there was a part of me that knew she'd do exactly what she did.
Why is that?
Reyna helped heal Alan's injuries, didn't she?
Yeah.
That healing power she has, nobody else in the village has it.
How do you mean?
Allow me to be frank. Reyna is not Westa's real daughter. Westa found her inside the sacred forest. Reyna was only 2 years old then. Even I was genuinely surprised when Westa showed up with a toddler in tow. When Westa told everyone she'd raised the child as her own, nobody raised so much as a single objection. I suppose they felt sympathy for the couple, as they had never been blessed with a child of their own.
Does Reyna know about this?
No, she hasn't been told. I thought it was still too early. She could already say her own name when we found her, so we know for a fact that Reyna is her real name. Other than that, we have no idea where she came from, nor the reason she possesses the healing power that she has. In other words, everything about her is a total mystery to us.
You don't have any clue at all?
Her only possession was the pendant around her neck. But that does not give any insight about her past. There isn't anything aside from that.
I had no idea.
Look how late it is. I'm sorry to take up so much of your time. I've already prepared the bed upstairs for you, so please. Please, take good care of Reyna for me.
I promise, I will.
So we're almost through like the huge story building front part of the game.
That's odd. It sounds like something's hitting the window. Is it coming from the balcony? Reyna? What's wrong?
I want to talk to you. Can you come down for a moment?
I'll be right there.
Thanks.
Huh? Where did the mayor go? Reyna?
Oh, there she is. So, what did you want to talk about at this hour?
Well, I told my mother I'm going, and, she was pretty surprised.
I would think so. Did she say no?
She didn't say anything, but then the mayor came by.
Oh.
Listen, Mr. Kenny, there's a reason why I want to come along with you.
A reason? What do you mean?
My mom. She's not my real mother. I don't think either of them realize I know, but I overheard them discussing it a long time ago. Father.
What am I supposed to do?
Please, keep your voice down. We wouldn't want Reyna to hear us.
That girl's passed out on her bed, now that she's finally had enough of crying for her dead father.
I am sure this is just as much a shock for you as it is for her. But you are her mother. You need to stay calm for her sake.
Stay calm? How am I supposed to stay calm? My husband is dead.
Westa.
Without him, what am I going to do? I still haven't told her yet. Now that he's gone, I'll have to tell her all by myself. Can you imagine having to tell your daughter that she's not your real child? I knew I should have thrown away that damn pendant. Why didn't I get rid of the last connection to her real parents? She would have been mine, my real daughter.
That scene hits so much harder actually getting voice acting with it.
So you want to search for your real mother?
I don't know. I don't have anything to go on besides this pendant. But the fact that whoever gave birth to me cared enough to give me this pendant, I think she must have loved me, at the very least.
What about the mom you have now? Westa's the one that raised you. I can tell she has a lot of love and affection for you. What about her feelings?
I love her. She's the only mother I have.
So why all this then?
I want to know what I really am. Where was I born? Why was I in the sacred forest? Where did this power of mine come from? But more than anything else, I want to know what happened to the woman who gave birth to me. I'm not going with you because I want to leave my village. I'm going because one day I will come back here again. It's getting late. I'm sorry I brought all this up.
No, it's...
Good night.
Yeah, this definitely hits so much differently between the nice music, the voice acting.
Take care of Reyna for us, Mr. Kenny.
Yes, sir.
Be careful out on the road.
Of course. I'll be fine as long as Mr. Kenny is with me.
I suppose so.
Reyna.
Don't worry, Mom. I promise I'll be back soon. Saying goodbye like this makes it all the better when I say hello again, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Come back soon. Okay, Reyna?
Thanks, Lucien. Remember to be a good boy, all right?
Okay.
Go on now. Wouldn't want to keep Mr. Kenny any longer than we have to. You'd want to reserve enough time for the trip to cross, no? It's best if you set off as soon as you can.
So the first thing to do is visit the King of Cross at the castle, right?
That's correct. He will certainly welcome you once you show him my letter of introduction. You'll be able to gather the latest information on what's going on from him.
Oh, definitely. I know the king pretty well myself.
Let's go then, Reyna.
See you later, Mom.
Take care, Reyna.
Best of luck to you, Mr. Kenny.
Thank you, sir.
Alright. I think we'll just play just a little bit longer for tonight. I do want to go back to the city. I'm just running to it. I know I can just fast travel, but where the altar was, I think I saw a chest I didn't get to open, so I gotta run back into that mine, and I don't really want to forget it. Okay, fine. We'll do a 3 battle.
Be careful!
You ready for this? Crush! We got enemies!
We can win this! We can win this!
We got enemies!
Okay, hopefully they'll switch to their different battle dialogue later. So it's not always the same couple phrases.
Ooh, great!
Okay. Oh, battery's died in the controller. That's good. At least it happened while we were at the end of a battle and not in a battle. I just played Blossom Tales 1 and 2 on this controller and hadn't changed the battery, so, you know, about 25 hours playing those games combined definitely drains the battery. Yep, so here's talking about the private events that I was mentioning earlier. I wonder if I can just go into mine right here. Mostly just going to try to avoid combat for the moment and just try to get to the back.
Be careful, everyone!
When do they...
Air slash! Air slash! That's one for us.
Easy win?
Hopefully there was actually something in here and I didn't see something. Yeah, it's a wood chest. Ah, rope, so some new equipment for Reyna. Oh, cool. That's really useful. Cool. That is definitely nice to have. Okay, so she already has ropes, so probably just gonna be something we can sell. Let's see. Oh, but we do have a couple things here we can do. Yeah, and even just random resources can be choose for equipment. Like this, if you notice in the lower left, right above my head actually, it'll say half effect. So if I recall, that means that fire damage is split in half. So you kind of always have to look at all the stats whenever you're looking at equipment to figure out which effects each actually have. So for her, I think a talisman with 10% defense is good, and I will actually give her that ruby just because I have nothing else right now to give her. Actually, I forgot she used fist. I thought she had a different weapon, so okay, cool. I don't think this was a chest. Let me see. No. Let's make sure there's nothing else up here. Alright, cool. I think I'll head to Cross. Ooh, I can actually fast travel out of the mine. Can I really just leave this town? Huh. Wow. That's a huge difference. Let's go ahead and save. I'll go ahead and do it in stay just in case there's a private event with just her. Yeah, and you never know which city there'll be a private event. You just kind of have to run in with a different combination of characters and see how they interact.
You ready for this? We can win this. I hope.
Yeah, these battles are super easy. I might actually increase it to a higher difficulty level at some point during this streaming series.
You ready for this? We can win this. Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Let's see if there's anything. I see a treasure chest over there. And finding the stuff on here is so much easier than it used to be. Okay, can't jump down there.
You ready for this? Here they come. That was easier than I thought.
So I seem to have a handful of people watching. Anybody familiar with this series of games, the Star Ocean series? Sorry, I haven't actually asked questions before. I've been kind of engaged fully in the game itself. But has anybody played any of the Star Ocean games? 1, 2, 3, the last whole Divine Force, and whatever the 5th one was, Integrity and something. It was apparently not great on the PlayStation 4, but at some point I will play that one. That's the only one I've not actually played. I haven't also played... They also had a spin-off of this game called Star Ocean the Blue Sphere that was a Game Boy game. And it followed the same characters and... Oops. So you can continue the story a little bit there. I didn't really get a chance to play that other than a ROM because it wasn't actually brought here. And I'm gonna have a feeling they probably didn't add that in as a secret thing somewhere in this game. That would be amazing, though. So there's the Kingdom Across. Let's see what's up here. I see a dungeon, but we're not going to go in there yet. I think I know what that dungeon is. We're going to be going there anyways. away. There's another treasure chest. Man, this world is so much more vast with just the way the graphics and everything is, and their choice of the 2.5D perspective. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go into Cross and then see what events happen at the beginning of Cross. I don't remember if Celine pops up there or not. Our typical third character, I believe, shows up in Cross if I recall correctly. So we'll see if she's here at this point. I bet that Lunar Talisman's pretty good. Yeah, I love these little dialogues that they've added into.
The trip took a lot longer than I thought.
There's nobody around.
The castle looks like it's locked up too.
Let's stay at the inn for the night. We can visit the castle tomorrow.
And this is the Kingdom Cross. I don't remember if it was spelled with a K in the original or if it was actually C.
Why, it's Raina! You've been quite a stranger lately.
Sorry I haven't been around, Aunt Rachel. How are things going?
Oh, as well as always, I'd say. Oh, found a new man, did you? Worrying Westa to no end, no doubt.
He's not my boyfriend.
Well, you didn't have to shout it like that.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Well, you're in luck. I've got a lovely vacant room just for the two of you. How about I let you stay there for the night? On the house.
Are you sure that's okay?
Oh, nothing but the best for my niece on her special night.
I told you already, it's not like that at all. I swear.
Not at all, huh?
Come to think of it, Mr. Flack paid a visit to town a couple of weeks earlier.
It's Diaz, if I recall correctly.
Diaz was here?
But he left soon afterwards. Not that he had any particular destination in mind.
I see.
Well, make yourselves comfy.
Thank you so much, Aunt Rachel.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Take care of Raina for me, all right?
Yes, of course. By the way, I couldn't help but wonder, who's Mr. Flack?
You mean Diaz?
She mentioned the name earlier, so I was just curious.
His full name's Diaz Flack. He used to live in Arlia like me. Something terrible happened to him, though, a long time ago, and because of that, he left the village.
Well, I'll try to avoid the subject then.
Thanks.
Do you mind if I make one request, though?
What is it?
You really don't have to call me Mr. Kenny. It just makes me feel weird when I call you Reina.
Okay, I'll remember that from now on.
Well, let's get ready for bed then. It's getting late.
Looks like it. Good night, Claude.
Good night, Reina.
Alright, as soon as we get up to a point we get a save point, we'll call it a stream, end of the stream.
Well, how did things go?
We had a great night's sleep, Aunt Rachel. Thanks for asking.
Oh, you know that's not what I meant.
Alright, let's see. Is there any treasure chests? I love that they kept all that little humor in here and everything. There's the save point. So yeah, that was the first part of hopefully what'll be a number of streams, assuming life stays kind of calmish for me. Playing Star Ocean 2, the remastering of it. Like I said, I am super excited about this game. I haven't streamed for 10 plus months just because of life, but this is one of 2 games coming out this month that I was super excited about. I wanted to play, and you know, I've played the original quite a few times up till midway through disc 2 at least. And so I wanted to share the experience, share some of my knowledge of the previous game, and kind of give some comparisons for what we had, 25 years ago? Yeah, that's probably about how long it's been, compared to the new version that we're playing now. So I'm very happy with how it is so far. I'm kind of curious to see how the skill thing's going to change a little bit once we get that extra category, but other than that, it's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Music is beautiful, graphics is beautiful, gameplay feels very natural, and so yeah, we'll see how many streams this will take to play through everything. Kind of go from there. Another game I'm probably going to stream sometime, maybe December I'll stream it, is definitely my favorite RPG of all time, despite it being a much lighter, easier RPG, Mario RPG. So they're remastering that and bringing that out here in just a few weeks, so I cannot wait for that. So, but until then, we'll fill up that time with this game, and maybe I'll try my best to beat this one before I start that one. I have a bad habit of not finishing games before picking up a new one, so we'll see if I can keep myself doing that. And in the downtime, I'll be playing on my Steam Deck this game again, but I'll be playing it through the Reina, and I'll try to keep them somewhere close together so I can kind of talk about like the differences between the 2 side stories, and yeah, kind of go from there. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Again, it's been the first time I've streamed for a little while, so I'm going to see how well the stream looks in its FOD form, but hopefully it turned out well. Hopefully the audio's good, and we'll see how things need to be tweaked for next stream. So maybe we'll be back online tomorrow. So we'll see how life works. So thank you all again. See you next stream.